So this was a video I'd never thought I'd ever have to make, and in the amount of time that I've been on YouTube, this has never been a thought of mine. And until now, where I've finally seen and finally fully comprehended what Activision are like, I have never had this thought. So, other than zombies, I can say I'm done with Call of Duty. I am completely finished with it. I have no reason to defend it anymore. I can't defend it anymore. As much as I wish I could, I really can't, and I'm not going to keep lying to you guys and say that like the things they produce are great. And the reason I'm doing this is because Activision, obviously. I quite simply can't, support that company anymore. And it would be a completely different story if Activision weren't involved with Call of Duty or involved with any game that if they publish, I will not play. And it's extremely unfortunate because, a company can change, okay? And it's something that Activision desperately need to do. Because I believe at this point that if you support Activision, listen, okay, they want your money. They don't want anything else from you. Proof of this would lie in Destiny 2. They've practically scammed the players. There were heroic strikes, I believe, that you could originally play for free, and they have now locked it behind a DLC. That was a big wake-up call for me, because I've never seen anything like that happen in gaming before. Personally, I've never seen that. There are possibly many cases of things like that happening, but with Activision's already terrible rep, this put the icing on the cake for me, and I am done. I am so done with Call of Duty. I'm so done with anything that Activision publish or even have any slight influence on. I never supported Destiny. I've lost a lot of respect for Bungie for allowing them to be tampered with by Activision, because this wasn't Bungie's main decision. I'm sure Activision had something to do with this, but all they want is your money. They don't want anything else from you. They want your money. And unfortunately, they're never going to change. They've been backlashed, they've been hit with everything that anyone could possibly think of to try and make a company change for the better, and they are not changing. And a message to Activision would be, please change. Find your footing, because at the rate you're going, you're not doing so well. In all honesty, you are completely ripping people off, scamming people, taking things away from them that should be in the package, like the heroic strikes in Destiny 2, of which you put behind a paywall. That's unfair, and that's all I can say. I don't know. I'm extremely disappointed in Activision, and genuinely disappointed in myself for blindly following what they publish for so long. I feel like if Activision let go of the grip that it has on the Call of Duty franchise, then my god, would they be able to innovate more than I think. And that's the main thing holding back Call of Duty. It's definitely Activision, and there's no question about it. It's just ridiculous, okay? And I can't see why people let this happen. Why no one has taken a massive stand yet. Why? And I understand, okay, the majority of the Call of Duty community is built with children, and Activision abuse this to hell and back, and they know what they're doing. They know full well. They know that most of their community are children. They know that very openly, and they abuse that. And if you are a kid watching my video, just do not support Activision anymore, please. They are taking your money, okay? They are stealing your money, almost literally, in the literal sense, they are almost stealing your money. That would be with the latest thing with Destiny 2, where they took away a free thing and put it behind a paywall. They are taking your stuff and then reselling it to you, regurgitating content that should have already been free and originally was free. So the only thing I can say to you guys is just don't support them anymore. It's not worth it. It's not worth the trouble. It's not worth the disappointment that you will suffer with an Activision title. I'd say if you are a Call of Duty gamer, as much as you like the game, I think it's time that you let go of the grip, or I guess you could say grip, or the thought that the game is still good. Call of Duty isn't good anymore, and with Activision's influence on it every single year, it will not get better. They aren't given enough time to innovate, they aren't given enough time to change anything, and eventually Activision get their dirty claws on the game and change it. And Call of Duty World War II is already becoming a quote-unquote cosmetic only to a buy or a pay to win. And I'm going to slowly sit back and watch it happen, unfortunately. So this, in a way, is basically an announcement of me saying there won't be any Call of Duty multiplayer campaign or any content like that. And as much as I hate supporting Activision now, as much as I've opened my eyes and looked as to what that company is doing to the gaming industry and what it's doing to Call of Duty, and what it's already done to Call of Duty, and what will probably never be reversed in a million years, and what it's just done to Destiny 2, I don't want to support them for that, but I am a zombies channel, and despite how much I say I don't like zombies, I would be lying to you. I genuinely love zombies. It's something I have a passion for. So I will continue to play zombies on my channel. So I will be buying the next Call of Duty game, and I will be playing zombies. But I will not be playing any of their other game modes, and I will make the decision when the next Call of Duty game comes out if I want to stop completely with any Activision game. I feel like I can now, but I feel like Treyarch Zombies next year is something I just don't want to skip, because ever since I was young, Zombies has had a special place for me. It always has, and probably always will, in a Call of Duty game, mainly by Treyarch, and that's why I do not want to skip next year. The year after, I'm 90% sure I will skip that Call of Duty, and I'm 90% sure I will skip the rest after that. But as far as it goes now, I won't be skipping the next one, this one that's coming, but I will be skipping the next. So, Activision, you can change, but you won't. And that's all I'm going to say. You have the potential to change. You have the potential to do amazing things. You have a great influence over the gaming market. But you're greedy. And that's all I'm going to say. If this video comes out in black, like with no gameplay in the background, then that's my fault, because for some reason Sony Vegas has completely stopped working. But other than that, I was really, really relieved to get this off my chest. Something I've wanted to say since the moment I realised what Activision were doing, and it was only until what happened recently that really opened my eyes to what Activision are like and how they will never change. So that's that, I guess. Like I said, next year, or this year coming, I will play the Treyarch Zombies maps. If there is zombies in that game, who knows? Who cares at this point anyway? And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace, and thank you so much for watching. But in the bright side, this means I'll be playing more games. Peace.